Hello everyone, it is Friday, March the 12th, 2021, and I'm getting ready to start a 3-night backpacking trip with my son in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. We started this trip at the Deep Creek Trail Head. We're kind of doing an end-to-end trip with another car parked on US Route 441 at the Newton Bald Trail Head. It's raining a little bit. Just as soon as we got to the trailhead, it started raining. Nathan didn't want to hang around, so he took off, and I probably won't see him until we get to our campsite, which is number 53. We've only got about 4.3 miles today, so a pretty easy day. Nathan is trying to finish up all the trails in the park for the second time, and I think he's got just a little over 100 miles left. All right, I'm arriving at campsite number 53. Nathan's already got his tarp set up. He's probably been here for 30 minutes or longer. Today was an easy hike, all downhill by Deep Creek. Didn't see anyone today. The rain stopped shortly after I started, and the temperature's been in the mid-50s. By 6. All right, Nathan, I'll see you later this evening. Nathan and I are taking totally different routes today. He's going down Deep Creek and then taking Pole Road Creek Trail up to Nolan Divide Trail, then Nolan Divide Trail to the Deep Creek Trail Head, and then back up to campsite number 60. I'm taking Deep Creek Trail straight down to campsite number 60. He's got about 18.5 miles today, and I've only got about 7.6, so he left camp about 3 hours before me, and I've just been kind of hanging around camp and enjoying the morning. So right after I got to camp last night, it started sprinkling and light rain. Then it kind of cleared up a little bit, enough to have a brief campfire. Rained quite a bit during the night. The low was only about 50 degrees. Today is still overcast. We've had a few sprinkles, and the temperature's in the upper 50s. This is wild. Deep Creek overflowed its banks and totally wiped out the trail. All right, I'm at campsite 55. I'm gonna stop here and eat some lunch. And Nathan said he was gonna leave a food bag hanging on the bear cables for me to pick up, so he would have a little less pack weight. All right, campsite 60, home for the night, and Nathan is already here. I cannot believe it that he's here so fast. Boy, the last 4 miles of the trail was away from the creek, with a lot of ridges to go up and down, and I haven't done this trail in probably 20 years, maybe 25. And Nathan, if I'd known how many ridges I had to go up and down this afternoon, I don't know if I would have carried that food for you.
I don't want to hear you getting old and slow. It's not my fault.
Hi, Michael. It's good seeing you again.
Good to see you.
You guys have a good day. So you're going to do a little hiking around Deep Creek and then go into Bryson City and get a pizza and a beer, huh?
Pizza and beer.
All right, Nathan, all I got to say is you either show up at 51 tonight or make sure my car is at Smokemont on Monday morning. Day 3, and I'm continuing down Deep Creek Trail, then taking the loop trail over to Indian Creek Trail, up to Deep Low Gap Trail to campsite 51 where I'm going to camp tonight. Michael came in to camp about 9 o'clock last night. We'd kind of given up on him. Campsite 60 is absolutely beautiful campsite. A lot of healthy hemlock trees. I'm sure they're spraying. This morning the low was about 53. Right now it's in the low 60s and overcast. Yesterday I forgot to mention I only saw 3 people, a trail runner and 2 people camped at campsite number 59. Nathan on the other hand saw about 20 to 25 people, but most of them were day hikers going up to a waterfalls about 3 miles from the trailhead. Campsite 51 is one of the newer campsites in the park, and it's typical of all the newer campsites where they're off the trail and you can't see them from the trail. In theory, it's a great concept, but in reality, it doesn't work very well in the Smokies because almost all of the newer campsites I've seen are on slopes, and they've just forced the campsite, and it's just not a natural, comfortable campsite. All right, Nathan, so you did about 10 miles today. Roughly. Went into Bryson City, had a pizza and a beer, and moved my car from the Deep Creek Trail Head down to Smokemont. That's a pretty good day.
Not bad. Well, see if you find your car tomorrow.
So you're going to stay out tomorrow night and then get in a bunch more miles on Tuesday.
That's the plan.
You'll have most of this Deep Creek area completely done.
Except for Suncoda Ridge and the upper section or middle section of Deep Creek, I guess. And Martin's Gap Trail.
Well, good, good.
The bottom part of Martin's Gap.
Well, good. Day 4, my final day, and I'm taking Deep Low Gap Trail to Mingus Creek Trail to Route 441. Nathan is taking Deep Low Gap Trail to Nolan Divide Trail to campsite 52. He's going to set up a tarp, leave some food, and then take the Newton Ball Trail down to Route 441, drive my car to Mingus Creek, and then take the Mingus Creek Trail back up to 52, where he's going to spend the night tonight. I think I've got like 8.5 miles today, and he's going to end up with about a 17 or 18 mile day again. All right, Nathan, I thought I might run into you on this section of Mingus Creek Trail. How was the climb up to Newton Bald?
How was the climb?
Yeah, how was the climb?
Pretty rough. This is going to be a little more rough, I'd imagine. Second time around.
Yeah, this one's got, there's a couple little short, steep sections on this climb, so.
Yeah.
What time do you think you're going to get to Newton Bald tonight?
I don't know, what time? 4 o'clock?
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock, 4:17. So.
I should be up there about 5:30.
Almost to the Mingus Creek Trail Head, and this has just been another fun backpacking trip in the Smoky Mountains. The weather was really great, overcast every day, but warm temperatures, just a few little sprinkles, little light rain at night, so worked out great. Didn't see too many people, although I saw quite a few day hikers yesterday, but that was to be expected. Didn't see anyone today. Lots of beautiful scenery. I had forgotten about Little Creek Falls, which is just absolutely spectacular. Anyway, just a great backpacking trip in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.